One of the biggest benefits of our sessions at the FFF is that children are really, really active. Children start from 18 months old and go right the way through to 12 years old and remain active throughout that period of time. I know as a parent, I'd love my child to be active in everything that they do, whether they're participating in sport or not. Activity and being active and moving around a lot is a really simple thing, Jonny, but it's something that we build into our sessions.
100%. I saw a stat that only 53% of children are active enough. Wow. And they take part in enough physical exercise. So we are mega passionate about getting children active, getting children running around, getting children moving, trying to get as much physical exercise into them as possible, because it really sets them up for success with regards to them in that moment, so they can live a healthy life, they can concentrate better at school, but also then develop that long-lasting love for physical activity and football that they can then take into their later life and hopefully continue playing and stay playing and stay connected to sport and physical activity. So
let's talk about some of the challenges around being active, because as the world's changed over the last few years, video games, computer games, and things where children sit, with an iPad or whatever, these days there's some great opportunities for them to develop their technical skills. And I have a 3-year-old who can probably use a tablet better than me, and he's from a really young age really, really good at that. But him then sitting there for an hour using it isn't great, because he should be physically active and running around at that age, I think. And it's a combination of the two that's always best. But what would your message be for a child who really, really enjoys, their video games and sitting and playing FIFA or whatever games they might be playing? How can they then balance that with then physical activity?
Good question. I think find something that you love in physical activity, whether that be football, and that's obviously what we do at the Football Fun Factory, and that's what we try and encourage, and that's why our environment that we try and create is as fun as possible, so children come and absolutely love it and can't wait for the training every single week. But find enjoyment and love for physical activity, because then, as much as you like spending time on your iPad, but try different sports, try different exercises, activities, so you can then also find the enjoyment in that, so then it's easier to balance, because you want to do both.
And I think it's making sure that you're just aware of it as well. So as you get older, if there's children listening who are a bit older, maybe those, towards the top end of our age bracket, maybe 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, then just be conscious that as much as you enjoy your computer games and all those things, you should absolutely do those things, because enjoying things, with the Football Fun Factory, after all,
it's all about enjoyment.
Fun and enjoyment is really important. But it's also important to not sit for 5 hours on your video games, because you might do that for an hour or two, but then to then think, actually, I need to get outside, I need to run around, I need to go and play football in the garden. There's so many benefits to that, and it'll give you an even better mindset to then go back to your video games later on, feeling refreshed and energized, so that you can go and enjoy that as well.